and blood, every breath of our life.
Anambra State is making an impressive progress in creating a business-friendly environment, aiming to be Nigeria's top-ranking state in the ease of doing business rankings by streamlining regulations, improving administration of land, and promoting private investment. This state's progress is driven by Governor Soludo's progressive policies and efforts. This is Solution Footprint. Today's edition, we will dwell on the impact of Governor Soludo's policies on ease of doing business in Anambra State. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Join us. Anambra State is known to be one of the most vibrant states in Nigeria, with a growing economy and a large population of entrepreneurs. In recent years, the state has taken several steps to improve the ease of doing business, making it an attractive location for entrepreneurs and investors. When Governor Soludo assumed office, Anambra State government identified ease of doing business as a crucial aspect of its economic development strategy. The government has taken several measures to create a friendly business environment that encourages entrepreneurship and attracts investors.
We want to intentionally prepare and package Anambra as the next axis of prosperity. Very intentional about addressing the issue of power. We signed an agreement with EEDC. We'll have gas pipelines being planned to be able to energize independent power plants and to really develop an Anambra electricity market. Urban regeneration is on course. Water and ports, as we mentioned, on course. Planning a real feasibility study and master plan. A 2,000-kilometer fiber optic ducts being laid across the state to give people internet access. And we are determined to break the jinx, decade-old jinx, about availability of urban and rural pipe-borne water schemes in Anambra State. That is also on course. Industrial city, industrial parks, our export emporium, and Africa's largest shopping mall is on course. That's being designed now. The feasibility study is finished. The agricultural regeneration, palm and coconut revolution, etc. We're also having our people intentionally, we're developing from importation to production and exportation. We'll take you to the Solution Fund City here, the destination point. The world will intentionally plan to come to Anambra. And in a few years' time, our goal is that any visitor, any foreigner that gets to Nigeria and hasn't been to Anambra, hasn't been to Nigeria.
The Ease of Doing Business project, launched in 2002 and cascaded to the subnational levels in 2017, is a performative quantitative indicator that accesses an economy's regulation for starting a business, dealing with construction permits, getting electricity, registering property, getting credit, protecting minority investors, paying taxes, trading across borders, enforcing contracts, and resolving insolvency. It also measures features of employing workers.
At the center, they have their own SABA committee, which is chaired by the vice president, and all of these different agencies and ministries where their responsibilities directly impact the ease of doing business in the nation. The next level was to then ask states to domesticate. So somewhere in November 2022, Mr. Governor then came and inaugurated that same committee for Anambra State. The Anambra State Committee, he is the chairman, Commissioner for Budget and Planning, Ministry of Lands, Attorney General, the Ministry of Justice, Ministry of Finance, the Anambra Internal Revenue Service, the ICT Agency, the Chambers of Commerce, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, the rep here in Anambra. All of us meet periodically to review and assess two things we do. First is to get a sense for what's the business enabling environment like, in Anambra. What are the issues that the industrialists, the SMEs, and so on are facing? and how can we solve them in a methodical way. The program really focuses on four cardinal areas to ensure that we're improving land administration, making it easier for people to get their COOs, get their titles and things like that. They also want us to improve the regulatory framework for fiber optics, the investment promotion agencies, operationalizing them for states to strengthen the investment promotion agency, strengthen the PPP aspect of it, because a lot of initiatives that government intends to do, a lot of its projects could actually be financed by the private sector. But then the last obviously is to improve access to business services. So all I want to say is perhaps invite everyone, and you or anybody who's watching this production, to the Anambra Investment Summit on November 14th, where we'll be giving an extensive update on all the projects that were signed, where those projects are, and then getting concrete investments and expressions of interest from Indian Anambra investors and investors globally into all these projects that have significantly advanced since the last summit.
As a result of the right policies put in place by Governor Chukwuma Soludo, Anambra State has accelerated its journey to achieve 7th position in the Ease of Doing Business ranking in Nigeria.
The target is actually to become number 1 in Nigeria. It's actually something we've been doing intentionally. It's not something that's just happening. The Soludo-led government has been quite intentional about trying to improve and attract businesses in Nigeria. The government is big on partnership. So we understand that we can't develop the state alone. So we are quite intentional around getting people into the state. We have a framework that protects our investors through ANSIPA. So ANSIPA currently is the agency for investors, more like a one-stop shop to actually engage and also promote some investment activities in the state.
For those of us who are from Anambra State, it makes us to think home properly. It makes us to believe that this is the right way to drive development of Anambra State.
It's exciting to be here. What makes this different from others I've been at, there I agree with the governor, is that deals are being made. As we are talking, they are on stage signing deals. So I think it's not just talking. There is a lot of talking, but I think the emphasis is on finding and implementing solutions. So that's what is exciting and different. I was struck by what the governor said in terms of his vision is to make Anambra not just an departure lounge, but a point of destination. And that's a process. So I hope my point is clear. We need to look beyond the day. The day is good. Not really any advice for the day itself. The important thing is to keep up the momentum.
In the areas of infrastructure, 21,000 solar street lights have been installed across the 3 senatorial districts, focusing on urban centers to improve night economy. Currently, an additional 5,000 street lights are being installed in Phase 2, targeting semi-urban areas. The Rural Electrification Project has extended electricity to Unzam and other rural communities in Anambra West local government area. And for the first time, Munando, Ezeagulotu and Enuguotu communities now have electricity. Under the power sector investment, a regulatory framework has been energized to encourage private sector investment in the power sector. Additionally, a 33 kV power line was extended to Umuona from Agolo, boosting the power supply in 14 communities in Agwata and beyond. To improve the ease of doing business, road infrastructure is imperative. Today, there is improved connectivity because of the construction of over 500 kilometers of roads across the state. The quality of the roads, cement stabilization and stone base before asphalting has never been seen before in Anambra State. Also, on road rehabilitation, the state government has engaged in pothole repairs of over 392 kilometers of roadway across 21 local government areas under the state's Operation Zero Potholes program. Failed portions of federal and state roads are being rehabilitated to make the roads more motorable for commuters. Also, government is constructing modern bus terminals to improve transportation in the state.
I can tell you that the governor walks his talk. The governor understood that it would be difficult to get the state buzzing with activities that will engender productivity if the road networks are bad. So naturally, he went on to construct and rehabilitate more than 247 kilometers of road networks in the state. That is unprecedented in 2 years. So these roads, mind you, some of them have not been in existence before, and some of them he had to rehabilitate, and not just constructing anyhow road, good quality roads. And so with this milestone achievement in 2 years, I can assure you that manufacturers, farmers will be able to move their products from farm gate, the manufacturing gate, and finished product from the manufacturing gate to the market, and then of course to the end users. So it makes movement of goods and services very, very easy in the state. It's on record that he was the first governor to sign an MOU with Afreximbank, and the intention is simple: to make sure that his vision of smart industrial city comes up alive. With that, he's going to be able to build various mixed-use industrial parks and strengthen the automotive industry, strengthen the pharmaceutical industry, strengthen the oil and gas industry. And of course, he's going to grow a lot of ecosystem and a lot of value chains around the ecosystem. So with that alone, he will be able to grow the GDP of the state.
As Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo continues to drive reforms in Anambra State, the state is becoming a hub for business and investment, expanding opportunities for entrepreneurs and transforming lives. Stay tuned, the story continues. The state is partnering to lay fiber cables for fast internet speed. 600-kilometer fiber cable has been laid so far. The government is restructuring and expanding Anambra State Investment Promotion and Protection Agency scope to include project development and finance, implementation of the Open Government Partnership, harmonization and digitization of payable fees, taxes, levies, tolls, proper land administration, within which the Anambra State Geographic Information System was introduced. Judicial reforms such as small claims court for speedy dispensation of justice are some of the policies of government that helped to improve ease of doing business. We published on the state website processes, timelines, fees, levies, and contact details of focal persons of key businesses, enabling MDAs to improve the ease of access and for transparency.
The government vision is actually to position Anambra State to be the priority investment hub in Nigeria. A lot has improved. Double taxation is what we are trying to streamline as much as possible. We are looking to digitize tax collection process. We are looking to actually do harmonization of tax. There's been significant improvement in our tax administration system. I think the biggest thing in the reform is the land administration, because you understand that we have a mass debt capital in Anambra State. Most of our land assets, we can't use it to finance businesses because of proper titling and all. So the current land administration system is one of the major reforms that we think that can help unlock capital in Anambra State.
The state has on its website grievance redress mechanism for investor or anyone doing business in Anambra.
It has impacted positively on my business, specifically in the area of helping to solve the issue of multiplicity of taxes, the nightmare of I don't know whether to call them hoodlums or something. I'll just intercept your vehicle on the road and you're made to pay huge amounts of money over and over again without any receipts and all those stuff. So all these are becoming things of the past with the concerted effort of the state government, because at every point in time we get back to the government to say this is how we're firing. Critics is a member of the Navy Chamber of Commerce. We are also a member of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, and from these platforms we talk to the government. And the good thing is, every time we seek for attention, the government is readily available to listen, and we see our concerns being tackled. It's really a step in the right direction. So you see a governor that is sensitive to the need of the time. Yeah, he's a businessman. He understands the need for power. When you empower your people, they give you what you want. You understand? The government, I know, will do more when their IGR increases. If it doubles, they will do better. You understand? So the thing is, starts with the core people on ground. Empower them. Give them what they need to give you what you also need. And I think that's what he's doing. And it's good for him and good for us too, as members of the organized private sector.
The state, through Anambra Small Business Agency, provides concessionary loans to businesses in Anambra. The agency has over 2 billion naira available for businesses.
ASBA has been a help for this company. Both the staffs, as you can see, the supermarket is well filled. It's for the help of the ASBA, and also we have not been feeling anything as say this bank issue that we say interest or this interest, because the way they have been helping us when the money came, when we bring products, at least in a month it drops, and in fact we don't even feel it. I think it's better off us than the banks. So when the bankers are coming here and asking our hands and giving loans, we actually say we don't need it because we are with ASBA. I want to thank Mr. Governor Charles Soludo for all his good deeds in Anambra State. Mostly we are seeing in just 2 years, we are seeing all those good things he has been doing. I don't know how it will be when we get to 8 years. I feel we will be in heaven, because I can see that God has sent a Messiah now in Anambra State. So that is why we are too much happy with him. As you can see, those roads there and that inland doors, before, our market has not been moving because some people are afraid of taking this road coming here. But as you can see now, if you are from there, you can see that that road is now express. And being like that, you can see that all those traps and also those thieves and being afraid of that place is now clear. Now our sales have been going up because of that road. And we thank him very well. As you can see now, we have some gutter here. He has been doing it. So I've not seen this before. So I'm very, very happy. The company is happy about it. And we pray that God will guide him, protect him.
Even the recruitment of 8,115 smart and qualified teachers and their deployment across 21 local government areas, distribution of 2,000 laptops to head teachers and principals of primary and secondary schools, provision of free and quality education from primary school to senior secondary school, which has increased enrollment, training and mentorship of 5,000 youths in various skills, and provision of 2 billion naira seed funding as grants, lunch and training of 20,000 youths on digital skills, to mention but a few, are contributory factors.
Currently, we have One U2 skill, which is trying to improve the capacity of the Anambra around training them, and more like trying to standardize our usual apprenticeship system, where we train people, not just technical training. We actually take you to the rigor of doing the business and also empower you at the end. So this, we're actually trying to build the workforce in Anambra, and also the Solution Innovation District. This is actually digital training, trying to upskill our people into the new trend, which is technology. So these are like so many things the government is doing intentionally to actually get Anambra State ready for business and to ensure that when they come in, they have all they need to operate in Anambra State.
Anambra State's effort to improve the ease of doing business has had a positive impact on its economy. The state has seen an increase in investment and business growth.
Yes, we thank our governor for his good work in Anambra State. Before, we always have a challenge towards those people that used to disturb our customers, all those aburo. When customers buy market, they will begin to disturb the customers to collect money from them. Now all those things have stopped. So those challenges have stopped. And we are happy about it. Many challenges we have in this road. Now we have seen that all those challenges now is over. As you can see now, people are moving joyfully and the market is moving. I am saying to His Excellency that his good work continues, and we are thanking him immensely for that good work that he's doing in Anambra. So we are happy, and we are saying, may God Almighty keep him and bless him more.
With the inception of Soludo's administration, a lot has improved in Anambra State. The one-stop tax office, and that means you can pay all your tax in one office without having to go to various places to pay tax. That has equally improved a lot. And the security situation is equally improving from what it used to be. So with that as well, we can now go to certain places that we wouldn't go ordinarily. Power generation has improved. The roads, the roads are marvelous. Before now, even within Oka, you could hardly move around, but now you move around so freely. People tend to forget so easily. Going to my town used to be difficult. Now, I equally heard that he has equally approved the road leading from Azibo to my town, Amish. So, and Ichida to Oketiti. The governor is doing so much. I'm so happy, even in agriculture. Education as well. He employed so many teachers. Surely with the free education that he quite recently granted, he's doing so much. So kudos to Mr. Governor.
No doubt, Anambra State's commitment to ease of doing business has placed the state on the path of economic growth. The state government has several plans to improve the ease of doing business in the state further.
So beyond what we have done so far, I know that we are not resting, because I know that these are we have highlighted how this is impacting business. I can also run the same thing on how it's impacting individual lives in the state. Our plan is quite transformational, so we are not resting. So deepening on road infrastructure is what we have to do. We met almost a dilapidated infrastructure in the States. What we've been doing so far has been so foundational. So we are now kind of building on the foundation. Around the processes, I know that is also being considered, especially in improving ease of access to government agencies, trying to standardize. So it has to do with a whole lot of reform, especially in the service of government, right? So this is what is currently. So we want to be able to say, if you go to this ministry, these are the X, Y things you need to do, or these are the processes you to take, and be able to stick with that. This is number of days it will take you to implement this, and it will be that. So that's the journey we're still working on, ensuring that the timelines around processes, around the enabling infrastructure to ensure that even our people, capacity building, to ensure that the people who are supposed to do this are professional enough to be able to serve the needs of Anambra. This is the journey we are working on. But around the basics, which we have done in the past 2 years, I think we're going to sustain.
In conclusion, moving up the ease of doing business ranking will undoubtedly further leverage the right kind of investment ambience that would imbue prospective investors with the confidence to invest in Anambra State. Anambra State's effort to improve its ease of doing business ranking by creating a business-friendly environment shows that the state is open for business. It has created an atmosphere that encourages entrepreneurship, attracts more investors, and ultimately drives economic growth.
Anambra State, under Governor Soludo's watch, has shown that it is committed to fostering a business-friendly environment and has laid a solid foundation for the growth and development of businesses in the state.
These efforts by Governor Chukwumachaw's Soludo-led administration demonstrate Anambra's commitment to building a sustainable city where people can live, learn, work, relax and enjoy. And that's a wrap on today's edition of Solution Footprints. Join us again next week for another spectacular edition. Follow us on the social media handles at Solution Footprints on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and Solution FP on X, formerly Twitter. My name is Chidima Orangwa. Nibai Kemesian.
With our sweat and blood, every breath of our lives, we've trust in God. We will lift our